They say the truth is out there, but what happens when it comes for you? Every year, thousands of people claim to have been abducted by extraterrestrials. Some describe strange lights, others remember missing time, and a few recall being taken aboard a craft. Are these just dreams, sleep paralysis, or is something more mysterious, perhaps even terrifying, happening across our planet? Today, we're re-diving into 3 of the most convincing alien abduction stories ever reported, cases with physical evidence, eyewitness testimony, and government involvement. So grab a flashlight and maybe don't watch this one alone. This is the mystery of alien abductions. Alien abduction stories have been reported since at least the 1950s, but the phenomenon surged in popularity during the Cold War. People began reporting strange encounters, bright lights in the sky, figures standing at their bedsides, and being taken to strange rooms aboard metallic crafts. Common elements include missing time, strange scars or implants, nightmares, and psychological trauma. Polygraph past testimonies. Skeptics chalk it up to sleep paralysis, repressed memories, or hoaxes, but in some cases, the evidence is hard to ignore. Let us take a look at the top 3 most convincing alien abduction cases, starting with the one that started it all, the Hill abduction case. Number 1. The Betty and Barney Hill abduction, -1961, New Hampshire. On the night of September 19, 1961, Betty and Barney Hill were driving back from a vacation in Canada. While passing through the White Mountains of New Hampshire, they saw a light in the sky that seemed to follow them. Curious and concerned, they pulled over. Through binoculars, Barney claimed to see figures watching them from inside the craft. Moments later, they experienced a buzzing noise, and suddenly, they were 35 miles down the road with no memory of how they got there. Over the following days, they both began suffering anxiety, nightmares, and physical symptoms. Under hypnosis by Dr. Benjamin Simon, they described being taken aboard a spacecraft, examined by humanoid beings, and then released. Here's why this case stands out. Medical evidence. Medical evidence. Betty's dress was torn and had a strange pink powder on it. Radiator in their car had high radiation readings in specific spots. Star map. Betty drew a star map she claimed the beings showed her. In 1966, amateur astronomer Marjorie Fish matched the map to the Zeta Reticuli star system years before those stars were catalogued. They never wanted fame. The Hills didn't go public. Their story was leaked by a journalist. Many researchers call this the most important abduction case in history. The Travis Walton case. Case number 2. The Travis Walton abduction. 1975, Arizona, November 5, 1975. Snowflake, Arizona. A logging crew of 7 men was working in the Apache-Greaves National Forest. As they drove home, they saw a bright discapped object hovering over a clearing. Travis Walton, 22, got out of the truck and approached it. Suddenly, a beam of light hit him, throwing him back. The other 6 men panicked and fled. When they returned, Travis was gone. What followed was a 5-day manhunt. Police suspected foul play, but then, on the 5th night, Travis reappeared at a gas station, disoriented, hungry, and frightened. He claimed he had been taken aboard a ship where he encountered beings both alien and human-like. Here's why this story still baffles investigators. 6 other men passed polygraph tests, saying they saw a UFO and the beam that hit Travis. Police investigation. The case was treated as a homicide until Travis reappeared. Travis passed a polygraph. Though controversial, his story has stayed consistent for decades. Media attention. His story became the basis for the 1993 film Fire in the Sky. Skeptics argue it could have been a hoax, but no one has been able to explain what would motivate all 7 men to lie, especially with no financial gain at the time. The Allagash abduction case. Number 3. The Allagash abduction. 1976. Maine for friends Jim and Jack Wiener, Chuck Rack, and Charlie Foltz went on a canoe trip in the remote Allagash wilderness. One night, while night fishing, they saw a glowing object hovering silently above the lake. They signaled with a flashlight and the object responded. Suddenly, they experienced a blackout. When they regained awareness, they were back on shore, with no memory of how they got there. Over the years, the men began experiencing recurring nightmares of strange beings with large eyes conducting medical procedures on them. Eventually, they underwent hypnotic regression therapy. Separately, they all told nearly identical stories, being paralyzed and taken aboard a ship. medical procedures involving instruments and light, communication through telepathy. Here's why this story is so compelling. Consistency. 4 men told the same story under artistic skill. Jim Weiner, an art student, sketched eerily detailed images of the beings in the craft. No desire for fame. The men didn't go public for over a decade. Military-like detail. Their descriptions of the inside of the craft were strikingly similar to other cases worldwide. Skeptics argue hypnosis is unreliable, but the group's consistency and lifelong trauma point to something significant. Conclusion: what are we to believe? So what do we make of these stories? Are they sleep paralysis, psychological trauma, elaborate hoaxes, or could they be something else, something not of this earth? The Hill case gave us the first roadmap of alien abductions. Travis Walton gave us physical evidence and witnesses, and the Allagash case gave us terrifying consistency among 4 individuals. None of these cases have been definitively debunked. In the end, the truth remains elusive. But ask yourself, if even one of these stories is true, what does that mean for humanity? We may not be alone the visitors may already be here. Thanks for watching. If you found this video fascinating, hit that like button, subscribe for more mysteries and conspiracies, and let us know in the comments. Have a story of your own. We'd love to hear it.